Hi guys. There's been a lot of confusion and worry about this final project for Cagebird. So I wanted to record for you the final project from using a text that I have, and so that you can kind of see the timing, what I'm looking for, and that kind of thing, so you're not confused anymore. So here we go. There's also been concern about time, so I'm going to time myself so you guys kind of see what that looks like. I'm going to set it for 6 minutes and start. Here we go. So my related text is I Dream by Pablo Vega, and it is written by a Hispanic male, written when he was a teenager in North Carolina. And it's a poem about his experience with his race, how it affects him, and how other people react to his race, and how they kind of judge him, make assumptions about him based on his race. And ultimately, the conclusion of the poem is he decides that he will not allow that anymore, that he won't be judged by his color. So, 3 lines in the poem that really connected, that ended up connecting for me as themes in Cagebird. I see me as I am, but hidden from others' view. He is, he's sure of himself as a person. He sees himself as he is, but he's hidden from others. And that's kind of his own choice. He's decided that he doesn't want others to see him, to judge him. He keeps himself safe by staying hidden because of that judgment that he feels. And that connects to me with the theme in Cagebird of powerlessness affects the mind, body, and spirit. He feels powerless. He feels like he has to stay hidden. So that really affects his mind. He feels that fear, he feels that judgment. Another line that I wanted to talk about and analyze, why should my tint describe me? Tint means color, and I like that he used tint instead of describing his own personal color, because that means that anyone can kind of relate to this poem, especially people of color. And he says, why should the color that I am describe anything about me? It's just my color. It's not who I am as a person. And don't put your stereotypes about my color on me. So that relates to a theme in Cagebird for me. Race shapes our lives. There's many times in Cagebird where Maya has decisions made for her or goes through things specifically because of her race. I'm especially thinking of her education and what happens at that graduation with the white man who came from the white schools and talked about all the great stuff they were doing for the white kids and nothing for the black students. And then there was also the suggestion that it didn't matter anyway because black people were only supposed to be laborers and washerwomen. And then again with what she went through when she went to San Francisco, when she went to the really quality school, and she realized how much she had missed out on. Her race had shaped all of her early education, so she wasn't even truly prepared for the education that she started receiving in San Francisco. And you can kind of connect that to what she would be going through if throughout her life she had received that poor quality education. So the last line that I wanted to point out in I Dream, too many times I've been disappointed by the looks, by the sneers and misconceptions of the people who don't get me. So he's been disappointed. He has expectations for people, but they never live up to it. They give him sneers. They have misconceptions. They don't understand. They don't understand who he truly is. They don't get him, and so because they don't get him, they look down on him, they sneer at him, they think less of him. I'm doing a time check. Let's see how long I've been talking. Oh, I only have a minute and a half left. Okay, so that connects for me to the derision of others can deeply impact our lives, a theme in Caged Bird. Derision, to put someone down in a really serious way. I'm thinking especially of how often we hear Maya talk about how she's ugly, she's not smart, she's not good enough, even comparing herself to Bailey and to Mother Dear as lesser. So she has let those opinions of others impact her life. So those are the connections between my two texts, and then my last job is to connect one of these themes to my own life. The theme that I connect most easily to, or most quickly to, the derision of others can deeply impact our lives. When I was in high school, I was horribly bullied because of my appearance, and specifically my weight. And I was called terrible names. And it has continued to impact me and impact my life. And I have allowed that, unfortunately, although I'm trying to work on it, trying to accept myself, I've allowed that to really deeply impact me. It's something that I still think about and still affects me to this day. So that is my explanation of my related text. Oh, and there's my timer. So you'll notice 6 minutes, guys. I covered everything. I explained these lines. I connected it directly to themes in Caged Bird. And then I connected one of the themes to my own life. And I said this in class, but I really want you to notice now with my explanation. When you connect it to your own life, you are going to have a moment of vulnerability. And so share something that you are comfortable with the class knowing. I feel comfortable enough with myself that I can tell you guys about my bullying. But if you can't share what you connect with, try and choose something else so that you can really have that full sharing without an embarrassment. Okay? All right, guys, hopefully this helped you. 6 minutes start to finish.